Toby is an old-fashioned steam tram. He looks very different from the other engines. He's square and his body is made of wood. He isn't as strong as the other engines, but he always tries his hardest. One morning, Toby was taking stone trucks up Gordon's Hill. Just then, James arrived at the bottom of the hill. He was pulling a heavy goods train. James tried his best to climb the hill, but the trucks were too heavy, and sure enough, his wheels stopped altogether.
Oh, botheration!
The driver called for Edward to bank James up the hill, and soon Edward arrived to help.
About time someone showed up. I've got to get these trucks to the harbor on time.
All right. No need to be in a rush, James.
At last, James started to move. Toby had finally reached the top of the hill when James puffed past.
Slow, coach?
I'm doing my best, James. I can only go as fast as my driver allows.
That's no excuse. You're not even a proper engine.
I am a proper engine.
But certainly never as proper as an engine of my size.
Toby simply ignored James and went about his work. That night, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Toby.
Edward is needed at the docks to help with an important delivery. Toby, I want you to work at Wellsworth in his place.
Yes, sir. I'll do my very best.
Then it's settled. The manager will see you tomorrow morning. Good night.
Thomas, do you really think Toby can do it? He's much smaller than Edward.
Of course he can. Toby may be small, but he's one of the wisest engines I know. Isn't that right, Toby?
Well, I don't know if I'm that wise. I'd prefer to say that I'm just being sensible. There's nothing to worry about, Percy. Where would I be if I kept doubting myself all the time?
All the same, Percy couldn't help but feel worried. The next morning, Toby puffed out of the shed and off to work. He arrived at Wellsworth just as Percy was dropping off mail at the platform.
Hello, Percy.
Hi, Toby. Look at that. So many trucks, so little time. Do you really think you can shunt them all?
I'm sure I can do it. If I can arrange trucks on our line, then I can certainly do it here.
Bother some other truck, will you, Bucks boy? I only just taken a nap.
No time to rest when there's work to be done. Come along.
Goodness gracious, what a mess! How could Edward stay in a yard like this?
Toby's here to keep it in order while he's away.
Well, that explains it. No wonder it's so untidy.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's it supposed to mean? Would you just look at him? He should be ashamed to look so filthy. At least Edward keeps up his appearance, and is certainly stronger than old Toby here.
Nonsense! Toby's as strong as any engine! He'll have this whole yard sorted in a jiffy.
We'll see.
I know Toby can do it. I just know it.
Later that day, Percy was taking crates of flowers for the stations. When he arrived back at Wellsworth, he was surprised to see Toby still shunting.
Toby? What are you doing?
Shunting, of course.
But there's still trucks all over the place.
Moving trucks takes time, Percy. I'd prefer to take it nice and easy rather than rushing about. Anyway, must get back to work. I have to arrange Douglas's goods train.
Oh, trucks, and more trucks. That's all I seem to be carrying this week. Why can't Sir Top of Hat see I'm an important engine? Well, what do you know? Old slow coach Toby's still here. I knew it. He'd never be as strong as a red engine, such as myself.
That's not true. Toby is a strong engine.
If that was the case, he wouldn't be stuck in the quarry all day. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got proper work to do. Ta-ta!
Soon, James arrived at the bottom of the hill. He began making his way up, but his train was too heavy. No matter how hard he tried, James couldn't make it up the hill. He was stuck.
Oh, bother! Not again!
Never mind, James. I'll call for help.
James is stuck on the hill. I'll have to send Toby to help push.
No, I can do it. Besides, Toby's needed here in the yard.
All right then, Percy. Take care.
Percy, what are you doing here?
I've come to push.
Oh, great.
Come on!
Is that the best you can do? Some back engine you've turned out to be.
I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I need help.
Did someone say they needed help?
Toby, what are you doing here?
The station master told me James was stuck, and by the looks of that train, it seems like you could use an extra buffer.
You're no help. They should have sent a proper engine.
Oh, really? Then let me show you what an improper engine can do.
Hey, we're moving!
That's it! Keep going, Toby! Keep going!
I can do it! I can do it!
Well, bust my buffers, look at that! Well done, Percy! Well done, Toby! You can do it, you two!
At last, tired, weary, but unbeaten, Toby pushed Percy and James to the top of the hill. James said nothing and respectfully puffed away. That night, the engines were talking in the sheds.
I never should have doubted you, Toby. You've always been a really useful engine.
Oh, thank you, Percy. I'll admit it was hard work to get James over that hill. Well, speak of the devil.
Evening, all. I just want to say thank you for helping me today, Toby, and I'm sorry I was rude. You are a proper engine in your own way, and that's what makes you a really useful engine.
Thank you, James. That's very kind of you.
Well, what do you know? An apology from James! I never thought I'd see the day.
As James puffed back to the big engine sheds, everyone was certain there'd be no more talk about Toby being improper ever again.
North of the island there lives a dear old train. A little tram engine, Toby is his name. He's quaint and old-fashioned, but careful and wise. His coach is Henry, and Their line is closing down today forever. Toby, oh Toby, what will become of you? The world's much nicer whenever we see you. Toby, dear Toby, there's still lots that you can do. Always but always, we still care about you. All of the children came to say goodbye. They clapped and cheered as Toby rang his bell bye-bye. Everyone was sad to see them go. Whatever will they do, and where will they go? Suddenly news came to brighten up their day. How Toby and Henrietta were needed right away. The fat controller had written to say, could they please come and help right away? Now they're part of his family forever. Toby, oh Toby, show them what you can do. The world's much nicer whenever we see you. Toby, dear Toby, there's so much to learn from you. Always but always, we still care about you. Always but always, we still care for you.